Daddy, you're not gonna try to say I'm just like no. All right, Dad, go ahead and give your input now. Go ahead and give your input. Give your input.
Welcome everyone to
I don't have any input.
Utah and the
I was in the wrong,
Beehive
right?
State.
Yeah.
We're here at
How are you in the wrong
Stadium.
for having general conversation with
Hey,
somebody?
But I
Aggies
said I
and
was
eager
talking
for
wrong
this
one.
So
clash.
what? What does it matter?
We
He
got a
just
terrific
insecure.
matchup for you today.
But I
Wrestling
told me you
match
could talk to
rooted in
girls.
tradition, and it ought to be a
I am kind of being like, you
As
know.
we'll see a
Or y'all
squad
doing
from
too
the
much.
ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels.
It's not that
Taking on a
serious.
team
Like, if you
looking
talk
for
to
its
somebody,
first
like,
win, the
as long as
Utah
y'all not
State
talking
Aggies. Go
inappropriate or
ahead, have you
doing
with us
things
for the
inappropriate, that's
Sports
fine.
Football
That's like me
David
talking to
Colick.
some girl in the grocery store
Guys, we are
or
ready to
talking to
tee it off.
girls that I work
Well,
with.
you know, mom is playing the Asian, so.
No, it ain't about what she play.
And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here for the offense. The lone back's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fuentes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if I'm a coach, I'm always trying to isolate a running back on a linebacker any chance I can get. And they got it there, but winning for the linebacker. Great job seeing that ball, going and attacking the running back as soon as he catches it and getting him on the ground.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Makes a move. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UNC.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone.
14, Utah State, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Fuentes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina! And as they extend this lead here in Week 5.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Utah State, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Fuentes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Sawyer. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
28, Utah State, 0.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
North Carolina.
He'll try to tack on one more.
In the end zone.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Fuentes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes a catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down to the 32.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, North Carolina 35, Utah State 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the 1st down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity.
He lofts one down the sideline. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
The give to the lone running back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll be brought down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play.
Check. Lasso.
Running to the left. Push down for the tackle. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Throws toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He'll just keep slinging it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and plugged him.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
He'll run it again. Fighting off the defender. And another broke, just knocking away defenders.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. After got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Number 83.
When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Utah State, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fuentes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, North Carolina, 42.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half.
60, set to kick this one away.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes.
The return
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
will take over. 1st and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the punishment has been extended. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Utah State, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Going to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Off the play fake. He fires to the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, UNC! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
0.
He'll bring it out. It's Fuentes. And he's tackled at the 2-yard line, and that was a terrible decision to bring it out. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the left side. Not to the 7.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Trying play action. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Utah State, 0.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll fire. Looking left. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the pummeling has started.
Number 6.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
63, Utah State, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fuentes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, North Carolina 63, Utah State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on second down. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
With jet sweep pass. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
He's tackled at the 27.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, going up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The ball is going to be downed at the 35. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st downs.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Out of the end zone. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
North Carolina.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the back. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.